Hey guys, now the blockchain trilemma has two major facets to it in addition to security: decentralization and scalability. And quite often what happens with most blockchains is that as decentralization increases, it can result in a decrease in scalability. Now there's all sorts of enhancements that lots of blockchains are doing to increase scalability. But how about if just organically and almost naturally, by increasing decentralization, you actually increase scalability and performance? There are not many blockchains that can do this organically unless the consensus mechanism allows it. Well, one blockchain that does is Saito. Now, this is because in Saito, it uses proof of routing work, and not all nodes need to process all transactions. See, in most blockchains, like with Bitcoin and Ethereum, basically all nodes need to see all transactions and need to process all transactions, except for light clients, but that aside. Okay, so it's a bit like on the internet. You don't need to see and validate everything. You just need to process and see what is relevant to you and what you need to use. The rest of the infrastructure takes care of it. Well, with Saito, this is essentially how it works, because in Saito, the routing path that a transaction takes is part of what's calculated for its routing work consensus mechanism to determine which node gets to produce a block. Well, along that routing path that the transaction takes, there's only certain nodes that are involved along the routing path. So only the nodes that are involved along the routing path that a transaction takes when a transaction is relayed from one node to another, they are the only ones that need to be known in processing and validating transactions. So therefore, this is great for scalability, right? Because not all nodes need to verify every single transaction, only the relevant ones that are involved in the routing path. Also with Saito, what this allows is the more nodes that are involved in the network processing transactions, the more it can scale, because now the load of all the transactions is distributed across all the nodes. Now, if you want to find out more information about this, check out the Saito chapter in my book, The Essential Guide to Blockchain Platforms, on Amazon.